Let's do this. I'm tryna be one of the greatest, and my brothers say they got me, so I spit some of the latest of this hard not life of a young black creator, of a legend to be told. You gon' watch this shit unfold.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Fearless Conversations podcast. I am your host, Holden Hollingsworth, and we back again with another episode, ladies and gentlemen. We on number 6. We on goddamn number 6, boy. We doing it, my boy. I love this shit. Every week I just be turned because I'm really putting in the work and the consistency. And I'm gonna give y'all the blueprint on what I'm doing and like the type of plays I'm setting up with this. But I just want to say thank y'all for being here, tuned in, for all the support, all the likes, all the shares, all the comments, all the feedback. Thank y'all for tuning in and locking in with your boy, man. And as I do start every episode, you know, I gotta plug in an email. So if anybody need any advice, anybody want to book me, any speaking events, any speaking engagements, whatever it is, you can reach me via email, which is contact@holdenhollingsworth.com. No, I'm not spelling it. It's literally just contact@holdenhollingsworth.com. That shit too long to spell. I ain't doing that no more. And if you listen or if you watch it right now, you not connected with me on social media, you can look me up anywhere, just at Holden Hollingsworth, and we can connect via social media that way. So, man, we got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about. I've been just finding the voice, y'all. I've been finding the voice, finding the flow, and we just been, trial and error, going back, checking data, making sure how I'm moving comfortable, how I want to move with the podcast and the flow. And I think by the time I get to like episode 20, 25, 30, I'll definitely be comfortable. But we still learning, man. We got to be open minded and keep evolving with this shit and having fun with it. And like I said, this is a very long term play, man. So many plans, so many things coming that we about to cook up for real. So I appreciate y'all support, ladies and gentlemen. But we about to get right into the episode today. The feds did it goddamn sweet, bro. Oh my God! The NBA is starting off with a bang, y'all. Like, this shit is wild. Like, we really are already like 3 days into the new season. Double overtime games. Ant-Man had a 40-point game. Wemby had a 40-point game, 15 rebounds. And now niggas is getting arrested. Like, what in the goddamn Boondocks episode this shit is going on? So, if y'all don't know, Chauncey Billups, the coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, has been arrested today by the FBI, by the feds, and Terry Rozier as well, due to like illegal betting or something like that, man. Just inside betting, basically, bro. This shit's crazy. Like, I was not expecting to see this shit, dog, and it blew my top off because I'm like, man, who would have thought? Like, what, you know what I mean? I mean, we know motherfuckers be betting on the games, all that, but they waited till like the NBA season started, bro, to just do this shit. Like, I just definitely feel like it's something on the inside plan, and it's something bigger. They keep us entertained, keep us focused on some bullshit, and I'm entertained by it. I ain't gonna lie, this shit, it shocked the shit out of me. I'm like, damn, Chauncey Billups got arrested by the feds. That's crazy. I just feel like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. It's a crazy times we're living in. What I was about to say? Oh, so I feel like if they doing all this damn digging and putting all this effort into everything else, what the fucking Epstein files at, bro? I don't care if Trump was in it, if he wasn't in it, if he was in it, that shit would have probably been out by the Democrats. I don't fucking know. Where the fuck the files at, bro? Or maybe it ain't no files. Who fucking know? And maybe it is. Whatever the files we supposedly seen back in like 2020 or something. Maybe that was really it. But I don't know. What the damn files at, bro? Even though we know, we know, majority of people know who the fuck was going on. What was going on them islands and shit? What's still probably going on? This shit ain't stopped. We put so much energy and so much thought into shit, bro. It just be affecting us in a negative way. So it's like, man, at this point, we just gotta focus on what we can control, what we can't control, and that shit gonna be what it is. But anyways, man, the feds did a sweep on the NBA, man, and it's gonna be more people that's about to be getting arrested, more people about to be getting investigated when it comes to this inside betting shit. It's just about to be crazy to see how it all unfold, and it's just wild to me that they waited till the NBA season started before they made their move. So that was just surprising to me as a fan, basketball fan. I'm like, damn, it's just wild. So I just had to get that out. Like last episode, we got straight to the point. Boom. This episode, I wanted to talk about some bullshit at first because dog, last shit blew me. I was not expecting to see none of that shit. So I feel like we about to be in for a dope ass NBA season though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. As a basketball fan, knowing like LeBron about to be getting out the league soon, somebody made that call like, hey, Wemby gotta hit that switch. Wemby gotta hit that motherfucking switch. And what did Wemby do? He hit that switch. That boy, man, listen, we all knew what Wemby was capable of. But like the way he dominated yesterday was crazy. What was it yesterday? What the game they played the Mavericks, bro. The first game, dog. I felt like I was watching a 2K player in real life. That shit is crazy. They had Anthony Davis at the end of the game talking about some we need a height restriction on the players for the league. Boy, you was getting your ass cooked. Cooked, fried, all that. You don't need no height restriction. You gotta do better, my guy. Kick him. Do something. No. But no, I feel like this NBA season about to be great. It's just a great year right now in sports. Anyway, I'm trying to get back into sports. Like this shit really just bread and circus. But hey, it is what it is. It's here. You know, I'm not crazy deep into it. Like my team loses, I'm not about to fucking freak out, throw piss fits, break my TVs, all that shit. Like I'm not into sports that heavy, but I'm getting back into it because you know I always love sports. But when you go on certain journeys and you learn about shit, you get detached from a lot of shit. You know, once you unlearn and learn, you don't look at nothing different. So you don't look at anything the same. That's what I meant. You don't look at nothing the same once you unlearn and learn a lot of things. So sports was one of those for me. Like I stopped fucking with sports for a minute, but I started getting back into it this year, like diving back into it and you know being a fan and turning my conscious all the time cap off. You know, take my foil cap off and try to be a little ignorant because you know ignorance is bliss for these people, man. So a lot of shit people don't know. They be living life just all carefree. But then when you know so much, you're like, man, we live in a fucked up place. But can't be thinking like that all the time, man. Because you can only control what you can control. Yeah, man, I'm happy we was able to, chop it up right there. Some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all still tuned in. If y'all still tuned in, make sure y'all hit the follow button on the podcast. I got to upload more podcasts on my Spotify. I've been running into some issues with that. I'm trying to still get the Apple Music going. But if you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can get that ding every time your boy drop an episode, man. So look out for your boy. Look out for your boy. All right, so yeah, we just getting through that. We are going to talk about being a multi-passionate creator, being a multi-passionate person nowadays. Cuz I'm going to be all the way 100 with you. I am a multi-passionate, a multi bro. I love to do so much, and I used to feel like I was just spreading my energy so thin. And sometimes I still feel like that, but when you just a multi-passionate, you really your creativity just be going crazy. You got so many ideas and so many, things that you want to act on and do. And a lot of times we just overwork ourselves and shit. Like, and we get burnt out and our energy be so spread out. We just be on level goddamn 2 on all these things instead of being on level 7 on one thing. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all good because if you're a multi-passionate and you watching this video and you gonna feel where I'm coming from because we gonna relate. And it ain't a bad thing that you multi-passionate, that you got multiple interests and you want to do multiple things because the day and age we in, honestly, those type of people is about to take the world by storm, and we not gonna be limited and just boxed in. So if you ready to dive deep in this conversation, man, give me a thumbs up in the chat, and we about to dive deep into this. So let's get it. All right, so where we at right now in our society and our day and age? We are actually in the second renaissance right now. And a lot of people are not taking advantage of it. And we still early into it for real. We like still in a good pocket. And when I say second renaissance, I'm talking about the creator economy. This is literally the future that we're living in. Everything is becoming digital. Why not become a creator, as in like, content creator, whatever it is you do. You do nails. If you do nails, for example, right? You do hair, cosmetology, all that shit. If you somebody that's into that, why not start promoting your work? Why not start showing off your brand? Why not showing who you are off camera, off social media? And you can start building up, clientele and shit like that. Post your work, do what you gonna do. Stop being afraid of that shit. Like, this shit the future. Like me, for example, I love using my voice and I love using, you know, I love inspiring people and motivating people to do better, especially based off of where I come from. And, seeing a lot of negativity and hearing a lot of doubt, that should put a battery pack in me. And I use my vessel and I let God, speak to me. And I use my social media. I just use, social media in general as a tool. So the creator economy, fam, is literally the future that we living in, and a lot of people is not taking advantage of that. And we are literally in a second renaissance. So what I mean by that is you got to start building now. You got to start building. You got to start building. Not gonna say quick, but just get the bullshit out. Get the bullshit out. Like, that's my advice right now. If you still on the fence about creating content or becoming a creator or whatever it is you want to do and pursue, it's your sign right now to stop second guessing and just do it, because you can't keep thinking about what everybody else gonna think, whatever that's holding you back. Because a lot of times it's just ourselves holding ourselves back, due to like high expectations and shit that we even put on ourselves. But this is the point in time where we can literally change our life with this shit. So what I want to use myself as an example most of this conversation that we're gonna have today, because I've been doing this since 2021. Um, is when I really started, being creative and trying to start a business and things like that. And I had to learn so much, so many skills. That's the thing. I had to learn so many skills, and the best time right now to learn skills is to just take action. And the more you take action, the more the more you're gonna learn from. You really learn from doing and not just sitting and studying and trying to basically be so strategic. Like you can be smart, and you can be smart and be very knowledgeable, but sometimes you can be too smart and too knowledgeable, or you can be too strategic where you're just trying to plan everything perfect to a T and you don't even start the shit. So that's what we're gonna get into now too. But when I say multi-passionate, we are in the age of the generalist. Like this is the age of the generalist. It's no more niching down, no more being a specialist, because I feel like when you a specialist, you trapping yourself in a box, and you like a one-trick pony, pretty much. So I feel like your work can be very repetitive, very narrow, straight to the point, but like it's very automable. Like you can get replaced by AI and shit quicker. So in order to not be a specialist, embrace all those passions and all those interests that you have, and just showcase it to the world, and you will start getting your tribe and talk about what you like, and what you into, and people can be able to relate to you. You're gonna be able to build your own community and things like that. So right now on my journey, I got my podcast, right? And this is my new creative baby. I'm loving this whole space. I'm loving recording my videos. I'm loving editing my videos, chopping them up, all that. And I didn't get to this point without, I wouldn't have got to this point without failing at other creative endeavors that I thought was the end of the world at the time, but I didn't realize that God had a plan for me that I just didn't see. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that's working on the back end that we don't see. We might not have been ready for certain opportunities. We never ready for certain opportunities, but we might have just been moving. We might have been just a little ahead of ourselves. Like we might have arrived too soon to that journey that we was in. So for me, for example, I started my own clothing brand. At first, it was called Be Great Clothing, and I wanted to have that as the main brand, and then have a collection under that brand, like an umbrella called Fearless. And man, I did good at first. I sold a lot of hoodies, I sold a lot of merchandise, and then I didn't know how to scale, and I was running it by myself, so I messed up my money to keep the brand going. And then I just kept trying and kept restarting. I kept restarting it, and I ended up just dropping the whole Be Great name altogether, and I just went with Fearless, which is now just Fearless Lifestyle, the apparel. And then since I was doing everything myself, I'm learning branding. I'm learning how to do graphic design. I'm learning how to edit videos and record videos, and people wearing the merch and things like that. But in the present moment of that time, I was just so focused on me not living up to the potential and setting the bar so high for myself that when I didn't reach it, I thought I was actually failing. But in turn, I was really just gaining the skills and stacking my skills up to help better prepare me for what's to come, which is where I'm in the space at right now. So being a generalist and being a multi-passionate person is an advantage in this day and age, because you are just building up your skills, and you building them up slowly but surely. That's why I tell people, you don't have to niche down. You don't. You go to my page, you see me being a dad, you see me being a speaker, you see me being a podcast host, and then you will see me get back into the gist of being a business owner when it comes to running a merch brand and getting the merch out there. But I don't have a niche. I'm not niching down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being me. And that's the best feeling, because people are gravitating more towards just human interaction. Like, we are craving the human connection, bro. It's so much copy and paste shit. It's so many people that's trying to be perfect. And it's so many creators that's just throwing shit at the wall hoping to stick. And I'm not knocking them, because I was once that person too, where I'm just trying to just do whatever I can to post and see what's clicking and what's not, because that's how you learn. So, but right now, if you're thinking about starting and getting into this, bro, this is the best time. And I'm gonna tell you why it's the best time. 2 reasons. Number one, it's nobody else that acts like you, and that's you. You are you. There's nobody else like you. Number two, the algorithm. The way the algorithm is set up, we don't see the people that we follow content. We see the people that are talking about the topics and interests that we are naturally interested in by what our algorithm knows, us to interact with. So we as creators got an advantage just as the motherfucker. So like, for example, as a motherfucker who got a million followers, and you got 1,000 followers, y'all talk about the same topic, your videos can still go down the same person's timeline as that person with 1 million followers videos because of how the algorithm is set up now. So it's like a even playing field. Now, the only thing that we got to tighten up on is the visuals, the hooks, the quality of your content and the shit you're doing. That's what we got to tighten up on, because now it's not that you're not going to get the engagement, or you're not going to get the visibility. We going to get that, because as long as you talk about something that somebody else is interested in, your video will be your real whatever going to be previewed to them on their timeline. Now it's about having the quality of it to keep them there looking and engaged with you, right? So that's when those skills come in. You stack those skills up. So everything that I've done before and I didn't succeed at, even though I felt like it was still a success in the moment, and looking back, because I still was able to learn. I never took an L. So you got to stack those skills up. If I would have never knew branding, if I'd have never knew how to edit, if I'd have never knew how to do none of that, I wouldn't be able to get this podcast going and off the ground. I literally made my own logo, got my own equipment set up. I know how to set up my own equipment. I edit my videos, got my lighting. Like, it's so much that I learned, bro, and it's just just doing it. That's it. So we got some notes right here that we're gonna break down. Also, I want to give some news and insights, if y'all still listening to the podcast, that this upcoming Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I got a photo shoot for the podcast, and we're gonna be revealing the studio where we will be able to start doing interviews, and I will be able to start interviewing other creatives, entrepreneurs, business owners, people that's in different industries. Not only that, to do interviews and shit, but to collab with other people and mesh our audiences together. It's just about to be a amazing opportunity for me to grow, for other people to grow, and to most importantly get the fearless stories of these entrepreneurs and these people that's literally laying the groundwork and the foundation for their legacies, and we get to hear their stories on why it is, what made them so fearless to want to start and continue on their journeys, bro. So this shit's gonna be dope. I'm excited for it, and I know y'all gonna be excited for it. And man, we're about to do this shit together. I promise you, this is about to be one of the best podcasts on social media. This is what you call putting this shit out to the universe, and we're gonna manifest it, y'all. So that's what we doing right now, man. So just to let y'all know, give y'all some insight on what's coming. So I'm excited, man. Man, I almost didn't do a video this week, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Life and I still been working my 9 to 5, driving my trucks that night. But your boy was tired this week. I ain't gonna hold you. I was tired, bro. Just going through shit, man. Human shit, life shit. But it's worth it though. I fought through it, man. That's what it's about. All right. So back to the conversation about the generalists and the creatives. If you run a niche down and you still think you need a niche, the best niche you can have is yourself. That's it. Like, you have to be the niche. People follow people that have taste. People follow people that has values, and people follow people that have a journey and they want to feel a part of that shit. You are the niche. So if you want to figure out who your target audience is, figure out who you are first. Figure out what you into, figure out what you're interested in, and just go from there. And it's way easier said than done. I promise it is. But just to give you some insight, like, once you learn yourself, man, everything else will fall into place. So the most profitable niche is you. And I'm learning that on my end because everything I've been doing on social media for these past 2 to 3 years has been trial and error, seeing who resonates with my content, who don't, what topics, is a hit, what topics not. And I'm still doing it with my podcast. If you go back to all these episodes, I'm talking about different things because I would say I'm throwing shit at the wall, but I'm really not, because it's still all revolving around creativity, entrepreneurship, things like that. I'm really laying the foundation for this podcast. But I'm going back, and you got to study the data. If you want to build businesses, you got to go back and study the data and the numbers, and not just be acting off emotion, because you will never be able to scale your business if you just acting off emotion alone. If you going into it just off of emotion alone, got to have a more of a CEO mindset and look at the number, the data, the watch time. Are they really rocking with this content? If they are, then that's when we got to practice the redundancy. How can we keep talking about this but phrasing it different ways? How can I keep their attention and keep people relating to this? They rocking with this part. All right, I'll say this again. I'll just build on this a little deeper. That's what I've been doing. And that's why I'm telling you, I'm giving you this game, because it's literally right here. You post, let it marinate, post your short form, then you go back, look at the numbers. The numbers don't fucking lie. And that's why I know with this podcast it's a fucking hit, because this is a long-term play. I will be able to do a lot more off of just this podcast alone, and y'all gonna see that. But I needed something to get me grounded and get me consistent, so I can really see the data and study it the way I need to. So my advice for you too, bro, is just study the numbers, study the data after you do post, and then just keep building from there. It's just trial and error. Keep readjusting and tweaking things. So you are the niche, bro. Like, all right. So now we learned about the generalist. Shit. We learned about what a generalist is. Now it's like, how do you start making a living? Now that you decided, like, all right, I don't want to niche down. I don't want to be in a box. I'm going to be a generalist. How do you profit off of that? How do you earn a living off that? So what you need to do is, once you learn yourself, you build a general audience around one goal. And me, for example, I've been building an audience around one goal, which is being fearless. My general audience know me as an individual who speaks about fearless. I started out being fearless. My merch was fearless. And this is a message that I'll be talking about till I die. It's damn near like how Nipsey had the marathon. I got the fearless brand. Once you become fearless, life becomes limitless. So that's what you gotta do. Number one, you gotta build your general audience around a big goal. How do you build your general audience? That's when you go and you just trial and error, talk about your topics that you like, you genuinely into. You start attracting the audience that way. And then Have a goal for yourself. My goal is to just inspire a fearless mindset into the world, and I'm gonna do that in different avenues. Digital products. We're gonna represent it by creating our own merch, and my creative baby, which is my Fearless Conversations podcast. So we're gonna keep pushing the goal. And then number 2, how to make a living, as a generalist, is you got to make noise. You have to give people a reason to tune in to what you're saying, because the world is very noisy and attention is the new currency. And if you can't hold nobody's attention, how can you ever think that you're gonna get money and make money off the internet, off this creator economy? So the second step is learning how to get and hold attention. If you can't hold attention, you might as well click off this fucking video, because you never gonna make no money doing anything digitally with this content creation shit. So you gotta learn how to retain attention. How do you do that? You save posts, you save viral posts that caught your attention, and you study this shit. And then after you do that, you become inspired by the post. You just reframe it into your words and your point of view. That's all it is. It's a cycle. It's a process. That's exactly how you do it. And then you keep doing it, and you keep seeing, all right, this topic, they biting on this shit. This topic is not really getting no reaction. So I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to do that. And you just keep refining it. And then boom, you got their attention. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm able to hold attention. So now it's about just taking that next step, which this is where I'm at. And I'm going to still give y'all the game, because, that's what it's about. I'm learning this shit. So the more I learn, the more y'all going to learn. So after we are able to make noise and we are able to hold attention, the next thing that we need to do is establish our authority with a digital asset. My digital asset right now that I'm establishing authority with is Fearless Conversations podcast. Is that going to be my only digital asset? Fuck no, because I am a multi-passionate individual. So I have other ideas, great ideas. I have a lot of things that I'm still building and I'm planning, because the world need this shit. So, but you got to build authority somehow. And I knew this. That's why I started the podcast. Part of the reason is to help me build my authority, to help show like I am a voice of my generation. I am a thought leader in my generation. And if people rock with me, they do. If people don't, they don't. But I'm here for the people who need me, and vice versa. So you gotta establish authority once you are able to learn how to hold attention. And then from there, that's when you build a portfolio. You gotta build your basket of income streams. My basket right now for my potential income streams when it comes to creator economy is my podcast I'm doing, and then I'll have my merch, and then digital products, and then the speaking engagements. All this shit has just been strategic. It's been strategic, and I'm giving y'all the blueprint, because when y'all see me start elevating, like when I say crazy elevation, y'all gonna be like, damn, he done told us and put us on game, because that's what it's for. I can't be a gatekeeper. I had to make sure that what I was learning, I had to make sure I was implementing before I even try to teach anybody else about anything. I'm the type of person that I got to make sure my damn house is clean before I can tell anybody else how to clean their house. And y'all know, if y'all been watching me, that's one of my best analogies, bro. So I had to make sure I was right, and I'm doing this shit right on my end. So now I'm able to go tell everybody, not everybody, but our people that's watching, all our cousins and shit, that we gonna build this shit out together. But a lot of us don't have no blueprint. I've been learning the blueprint, and I'm still taking action on my blueprint, but I'm gonna give y'all the game on what I know. So last step is to build a portfolio, build a box of income streams that you can make off of internet. Off the digital creator economy, by being yourself, holding attention, establishing your authority. Then you'll be able to, one by one, make income that you need, and you'll manifest that in due time. You don't want to rush it. You don't want to be all salesy and all that. You know what I'm saying? If they people fuck with you, they fuck with you. They support you because they know you real. You're not some copy and paste person. You know what I mean? You real. So what I would recommend for you watching this video, if you still feel stuck about what you want to talk about, how you want to get into this content creation and take advantage of this second renaissance, which is the creator economy, the digital economy, because we still are early into this thing. Like, we still are in a nice pocket. So if you want to get in on this, man, this is what I need you to do. I need you to write out at least 5 interests that you can just naturally talk about. Like you can naturally talk to your friends about, your family about, like that just comes to second nature, that you just genuinely enjoy talking about. You write those 5 interests down. And then you gotta write 3 bullet points per interest. Right? How do those interests connect to your big goal? If you have to find a big goal, right? Like, for example, mine is just being fearless. That's my goal, is just to help inspire the world to be fearless. Find your big goal, connect the dots. All those interests, how do the interests connect to that big goal? Once you do that, step number 3, you want to make the content. You just want to get some videos out there. Even if you don't want to record videos, you can write. You can make statuses and make posts. You don't have to put your face on camera if you don't want to, because I ain't gonna lie, it's weird as hell just talking to just nothing but a camera. It's a very big adjustment. It's weird. And then once you get your post out, after that, study your post, look at the data, and just repeat that cycle. That is how you can get into the game of the content creator economy, the digital economy. And you don't have to box yourself in. Like, you don't. I talk about shit that I'm interested in all the time, and it's allowed me to get this far. And I know how much farther that I gotta go, but shit, I'm feeling good, boy. Like I just know, you got that feeling. You just know everything will work itself out. It ain't gonna be all peaches and cream. It's gonna be hard, but I'm in alignment. That's how I feel right now. I'm in alignment. I'm in a season of alignment, and I'm up this season, and I'm not taking it for granted. We got our highs and our lows, and I'm in a high season right now. So I gotta go crazy. I gotta go in on it. So take this game that I'm giving y'all, because I don't want y'all to miss out on this creator economy and the future of what this shit's gonna be while we are in this opportunity. I'm not saying this shit gonna be here forever. Like, you gotta get in. If you can get in now, get in now. I've been trying to do this for the last 3 years. I've just been trial and error, posting, trying to tweak the way I edit. How do I hook and get attention? Like, this shit is just all trial and error, bro. So stop being so hard on yourself if you are a creator, content creator, because give yourself an applause for even trying and failing. Because if you even fail, that's still a win, because most motherfuckers are scared to even fail. Just saying. If you a business owner and you still rocking out with your business, regardless of your highs and your lows and your good seasons and your bad seasons, you still putting the work in. You still coming back after getting knocked down, putting your products out there, going back to the drawing board, putting some shit together, getting a plan together, and you popping back out here. So just off the strength alone of you being so persistent and going back into it, that's a win in itself, fam. So I wanted to give whoever listening and watching, right now, that inspiration. Because, boy, it's been times where I just wanted to give up on this shit and just be a regular civilian. But, nigga, I'm not even a regular civilian. I ain't going to say that. I don't want to box anybody else in. I wanted to give up and just say, fuck it. It's no point, because I'm not getting this validation. Or I'm not at this point where I thought I was going to be at. God gave me a plan, and a lot of times we don't see what God is working on and, what the universe got in store for us. So we just always try to rush it, and we quit. A lot of times we quit too early, and that was my problem. So I was quitting too early, but I'm going all in because I know what I'm here for. I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to inspire others, motivate others, and it's just I'm in this place and time for a reason. I've been prepared for this for a reason, and we all have. So stop playing with your gifts. Stop playing with your time, bro, and you can really start building something great right now. You don't have to be boxed in. You don't have to be talking about the same shit 24/7 on social media. That's not how it is. This is the age of the generalists. This is the age of the people who have multi passions to go all in on your dreams. It's here. We got to stop playing with it. So, as I close out, I just want to do a quick recap of the podcast, like I always do. I'm not sure where we at on time. This might be a little shorter one. It ain't that short. We don't normal time for real, but yeah. So quick recap. We're just gonna, just get it out there. Like, basically, fuck. I just had a whole brain fart, bro. Basically, in this second renaissance, the creator economy is still growing expeditiously. It's just growing fast. So make sure you don't box yourself in. Take your content creation more serious. Stop looking at this shit as something you could just hop in and hop out, hop in and hop out. No, this is the future. We are living in the future. Treat it as a way out. Stop being focused on being entertained so much and consuming and start creating. So this is our pathway out. Study the data. Study the numbers. Stop being in your own way. Stop getting in your own head. It's easier said than done, obviously, but give yourself more grace, man. We all have an equal opportunity right now, the way this shit's set up. So are you going to act on it, or are you just going to keep being scary and acting like a little bitch? That's on you. Number 2, don't be a product. Don't be something that's automated and that can be replaceable. Be yourself. You cannot be replaced. Somebody that's boxed in, that's a very specialty person that focus on one thing, that niches down, can be replaced faster than you. They don't have as much human connection. So that's number 2. Number 3, you want to stack your skills. All the past failures, all the past mistakes, all the past lessons that you've been learning, keep stacking those skills. My clothing brand didn't work out the way it did, but the skills that I got from it allowed me to blossom into the person and the creator I am today. You can't look at everything as a negative. Life is about perspective. So start looking at your lessons and your L's as just learning obstacles and stack your skills up. And last but not least, the niche is you. Embrace you. Learn yourself. Once you learn thyself, everything else will work out in your favor. So this was a cool episode. It allowed me to get into my creative bag a little bit. It allowed me to showcase my knowledge on what I have when it comes to content creation. I got a lot more knowledge, but this is one of those, those test videos. See how y'all gonna react to the topics we talking about today. So I'm learning just as much as y'all, and everything that I'm learning, I'm gonna give y'all. So we can learn together and build our foundations and our legacy out together, man. And take full-fledged advantage of this creator economy and this digital economy, because this is the future. This is the way we can change our families' lives if we take it more serious and not let it consume us, but we can create things from it. If you are interested in becoming diving deep into this creator economy and taking advantage of it. So, I don't got no emails. Nobody sent no emails with no advice or anything like that. So that's going to be it pretty much for this episode. So as I close out, y'all, I just want to say thank you for tuning in, because your attention could be anywhere. You could be doing anything else, but you tuned in to your boy, and I appreciate that. If you still here, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And till next time, man, we got episode 6 out the way. Episode 7 next week. We got the photo shoot next week. We got some announcements coming next week. We got some guest lists rolling out. Man, we about to go crazy. So thank you. It's been amazing. Been a good conversation today for my creatives and my future content creators, because I know y'all gonna want to take advantage of this creator economy and get in where you fit in. You feel me? So y'all be easy, man. And I'll see y'all next week. And it's your host, Holden Hollingsworth, and I am out. Let's get it.